Hi everyone, it's me, Izzy, and this is our channel, The Things We Love. And today I wanted to share with you my plant haul. It's not too big, honestly. I don't even feel comfortable calling it a haul, but I got some plants from Lowe's and our local garden center that I was really having my eye on, that I'd seen in a couple videos. And I wanted to share an idea I had for our front porch and switching out decor for our summer and fall months. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I have some fairly heavy pots out front that go really well with spring and summer, and a little less with fall. So I had an idea that I thought I'd share with you, rather than having to pull one of my biggest pots into our garage, how I could, I guess, kind of get around that and be lazy. So I'll show you the plants that I got and talk a little bit about the idea that I had. So these are the plants that I had picked up. These two mums were picked up from our local garden center, and they're just like a vividly orange. I think that was the variety. And then the rest I picked up from Lowe's. So these are heucheras. This one is black pearl. This is something I'd never heard of, but it's a cordyline, I think. I really enjoyed it because I was looking for something to stick up in the back of this pot here. So if you watched my last video, you might be familiar with the green pot that I pulled my Regal Shield out of. And that's actually what's still back here and what these mums are sitting in. Now these mums were 3 for $5 at Lowe's at one point. I got them a few weeks ago, honestly. But in here is still my green pot that I had my Regal Shields in, and it's so heavy. Every fall I would drag this into my garage, and I thought, man, I really just don't want to do that every time fall comes along. So what I thought was, maybe I can just make a little cover that I can put in front of this green pot to make it, kind of match, because our gutters and things are black. So I thought, I'm gonna make a cover that I can just put in front of this to make it look more like a fall pot. So all this is really is some wood that I had cut up into tapering pieces. I kind of just measured it ahead of time. Now I had to redo some angling that I did with the cuttings. So first I started out with a 45-degree cut, which obviously makes a box. And so it wasn't wrapping around this properly. So I went ahead and recut them to, I think it was like 20 degrees, which seems to work perfectly. And on the inside, which I still need to paint the inside, on the inside I have hinges that allow me to, kind of just maneuver them and make them wrap around better. So that was my little idea, to not have to bring this green pot in every fall. And this big one, I wanted to sit back here, which I thought it went really well right here. And I actually think I need to make one more panel for this cover, so it could probably stand up better if it comes up against this wall right here. And same for this side. So I think I need to make one more panel, and I didn't bring you along for the creation of this, but I can bring you along for the panel if you'd like. I plan on doing that in the near future. And then we've got more mums, but these mums are a little bit more leggy than these. I like these full ones, so I'm not quite sure what I'll do with these. But this Sedum, oh my, I really wanted. I saw it once, I didn't grab it. And then I told my husband, oh man, I gotta go get some Boogie Woogie. But this is the Boogie Woogie Sedum. It is a perennial, and I didn't look at its hardiness, but 3 through 8, -40 degrees. So maybe this will look pretty all through the winter for me. I don't know. They get pretty cold here. So, and then these are more heucheras. I've never had heucheras before, so I really wanted some. And I went and got a couple of them, and my husband wasn't the biggest fan, but these are the Amethyst Mist Coral Bells heuchera. I really like them. they look kind of creepy, you know. I really wanted to pick plants that would go with Halloween as well, because we do put out Halloween decorations and make things look pretty creepy in our front yard. So that's my little haul, and I'll take you along for the potting up of these. These, I thought, I don't know, do I want to dig them up after this season? So I might end up actually putting them, because these are also still in the pot, but I might also end up putting them in the dirt as well. But it looks really pretty this way, and these actually all need water. These mums are needing some water right now. So we'll get these potted up and hydrated. Okay, so this is my yard currently. It's actually pretty embarrassing, but I wanted to show it to you because I have lots of plans for it. So first of all, one thing I hate is that this is an oak tree, and it's beautiful, and I really love the mature tree in our yard. But last year we didn't have these, and if you look closely, oh my, there are so many acorns, and I'm really still trying to figure out how to get those out of the yard. I don't want this oak tree to go anywhere, but we'll have to figure out how to manage the acorns. This wasn't here when we moved in, this bed. As you can see, there's weeds I need to pull and probably clean up the acorns as well. But we put this sort of retaining wall. It was a little project of ours. And one thing I don't like are these licorice vines. They just really took over. I really wanted this area to be filled with lamium. And you can see that they're still living, they're surviving. But I'm probably gonna move this licorice vine. I don't like it at all. It's really taken over. Look at all those acorns, goodness. And over there is my Empress Woo. It's looking all right. This is its first year. I planted it this year. It's a little damaged, but I'm hoping that it gets bigger and bigger. I'm excited to see it next year. And over here, this is one of the pots we potted up today. We've got the Boogie Woogie, an orange mum. I can't wait till all those bloom. And the hukra. This is a project coming up, a task that I have to do. I want to repot my palm back there. And I actually had multiple flowers in this pot, but the petunias just took over. As you can see, I mean, this one's completely gone. And I don't know, that's happened 2 years in a row now, where this side of the pot usually gets burnt up and this side doesn't, but the sun comes from this way, so I'm not quite sure how or why that happens. And there's a weed. So I'll be repotting my palm and trying to get it to flourish again over the winter months. And then here, I also don't like the position of this. This is a Clematis, and it's got these beautiful purple flowers, but oof, this is what it looks like at the end of summer. beginning of September. So come spring next year, I've researched and it looks like the spring is best time to repot those. Hostas. We've got some irises here and here, but this is the most terrible section of my front yard in my opinion. These are actually 1, 2, and 3 daylilies, just the usual yellow kind, which is not my favorite. But behind them are primrose that I really love in the spring. At the end of summer and the beginning of fall, they flop over like this. They actually stop blooming in the summer, and they're just these long, leggy green foliage. So I'm not the biggest fan of those either, and not to mention, they spread like crazy. These are weeds. But I'll need to clean this up in here. It's so terrible. But maybe folly, because it's got all these dead things. That pot also needs to go somewhere else. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about the creeping thyme here. I really like that. I've got it creeping over a rock here. I put 3 there because they were so tiny when I planted them, and they came back, obviously a perennial this year, and just took over. And it does have a wonderful scent when you step on it. I just stepped on it and I smelled it, and it smells so good. But this pot needs to, I'll get rid of those creeping jennies. It's on its way out. I might put it in the backyard just to let it live the rest of its life until winter. My best friend behind there, my boys were painting me some pictures while I was doing these videos. But my best friend got me this cute little pot for succulents, and I got some succulents that I need to repot, so I'll do that. And my sister gave me this plant a couple of years ago that I love to bring in and put in my office during the winter months, so I'll be doing that as well. This is one of the pots we potted up today. We've got mums here, orange ones just like the ones closer up front. Another repotting I'm going to do is for these caladiums here. I don't know what variety this is, but I really love the deep colors and I love the black stems. And I'll be taking out the petunias that were in here as well. Obviously, I do have issues with beetles. I haven't tried to remedy those yet because, you know, petunias shoot out so many flowers. They just keep coming back. So, and I don't really feel bad pulling out these petunias because, first of all, they're on their way out. And second of all, I harvested many seeds from these. And I'll show you the little Dollar Tree containers that I got for those to store my harvested seeds. Over here is the final project. We've potted up these 2 heucheras here. And we've got our covered pot that I didn't have to move. I just, for seasons now, I'll just have to move this cover in and out of the garage instead of moving this huge pot in and out of the garage. So that's where we're at. Happy fall, everyone. Thanks for watching.